Hello everyone, GalacticStorm here, and today we are going to be doing our 21st episode of our Black Ops 3 Weapon Guide. Today, we are going to be looking at the third LMG that you unlock, the Gorgon, which you unlock at level 7. And this thing is... what does this weapon look like? This weapon, it looks like an M60 or an M249 saw, except the magazine in that is all on the other side, the chain belt in that. So it's kind of unusual for an LMG to have that. So let's look at the stats on this weapon. The stats on this thing, the damage is probably the highest within the Call of Duty category at 2 to 3 shots. Range is pretty good, average for an LMG, but for the damage it's amazing at 127 meters, which is throughout the whole map. Penetration ability is high, which is unusual for most of the weapons, except for the sniper rifles, but this is the only LMG along with the BRM to have that. The rate of fire on this thing, however, is the slowest in class, and the slowest within the Call of Duty game, automatic wise, at 327 rounds per minute. Aim time is pretty slow as well, which is the slowest within the game at almost half a second, or about half a second, at 550 milliseconds. And the hipfire in this thing is high, like most of the LMGs. Magazine capacity, however, is the lowest within the LMG category as well, at 40 rounds, with 56 with extended mag. Reload times are pretty slow as well, at 5.5 seconds. The recoil on this thing is low to moderate, but is not really as much as a factor due to the low fire rate. So, with this weapon, with its slow handling traits and great power and range, what are we going to do with this thing? We are going to make a strong defensive build set, which you can hold choke points, capture objectives, hold them down, and make sure no one gets in your way, and start putting accurate lead from medium to long ranges, and add some resistivity with this weapon. I apologize with that part. But the iron sights are pretty good with this one, so for the first thing we're going to be putting on our gun is the primary gunfire wildcard. Like I said, we're going to use the iron sights, and for our first attachment is the quick draw, which is mandatory with this weapon due to its horrible aiming time. And for our second thing, well, this one depends on your preference. You can use fast mags for reload times, which are for faster reload times, or extended mag to have a little bit more fun. But for us, we are going to use the extended mag, so we need those extra shots to count as well, depending on your range. And for our last choice, you could use extended mag as well, but we are going to use rapid fire to increase the rate of fire on this weapon. Increase a little bit of recoil, but this thing won't be a matter because of the high rate of fire, or the low rate of fire on this weapon. I'm sorry. And for our only perk choice on perk 1, we are going to use Flak Jacket to take less damage from enemy explosives, and that would be awesome just for us. We are going to forego perk 2, and for perk 3 we are going to go for tactical mass, so we can absorb flashbangs, concussions, and shock charges like a boss. So yeah, which would be pretty good too. And for lethal and tactical slots, we are going to be using traps. So for our lethal, we are going to either use trip mine or C4, but preferably trip mine to add one door of encautionment, and we're going to use the shock charge for another door as well, or in case the trip mine or anything like that goes out. And for secondary, we aren't going to use a pistol, but we are going to use a melee weapon. We are going to use either a combat knife or either of those down below. I got the wrench, so that's cool. So pros and cons of this thing: it has the highest automatic damage in the game, great range, great fire control, and it's perfect at medium to long range, which is awesome. Cons of this thing make this one of the worst guns in the game. It has horrible handling traits, lowest rate of fire automatic wise, lowest mag LMG wise, and horrible at close range. So, without further ado, let's turn our enemies into stone.
the life right out of my veins when you spoke my name. Got the kind of thing going that tips the scales. Yeah, you keep me sane. I'll be the clouds beyond your skies. I'll flutter by like butterflies. I'll be the blue inside your eyes. Your crazy loving keeps me paralyzed. Oh, this is what it feels like. Oh, this is what it feels like. Oh, this is what it feels like to see reflections of you all around. Oh, this is what it sounds like. Oh, this is what it sounds like. Oh, this is what it sounds like to hear reflections of you all around. Wanna taste you again like a secret or a sin. Wanna feel you again like the ocean sand on my skin. I'll be the fight against your fears, forever here, just save those tears. I'll be the courage in your wings, not letting go, I'm all you need. Oh, this is what it feels like. Oh, this is what it feels like. Oh, this is what it feels like to see reflections of you all around. Oh, this is what it sounds like. Oh, this is what it sounds like. Oh, this is what it sounds like to hear reflections of you all around.
Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to vote, rate, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Sure to look at my Facebook page down below. Most likely I'm going to be doing the Doom episode later on once I get the gameplay in that. But for our next episode for sure, we are going to be doing the automatic shotgun, the Haymaker 12. Until then, GalacticStorm saying, I'll see you guys later.